One of the ways that you may not have considered marketing your company with Snapchat is to use niche influencers. This is actually a tried and true method of marketing, and it is something that big companies do quite often. Some companies have partnered with YouTube stars in the past who work in the same niche as them, such as cosmetic companies pairing up with extremely popular makeup tutorial YouTubers. And so it's a very good way to market your company. So, what are niche influencers? Well, they are people who have a lot of influence over a large number of potential customers within your own niche. Niche influencers often have large followings that go out and buy their recommended products and trust them implicitly. When it comes to anything that they use personally, followers will go out and buy that particular product in droves, which is why brands send popular YouTubers free samples of their products all the time. There are a lot of benefits to using niche influencers. For one thing, you're going to have a chance to entice their audience to come over to your particular company when they need a product or service that you provide. For another, the name of your company will be going around within circles that make up your industry. So, how should you use niche influencers? There are many creative ways that you can do this. Some people send them free samples of whatever their products or services that they're selling, as long as that particular influencer is in your industry, this is perfectly acceptable. And others do things like allowing a well-known person to take over a social media account. In fact, this is something that's been quite a trend recently. Finding niche influencers within your particular industry isn't all that difficult. You can use websites like Clout, Peer Index, and Cred, or any of the other barometers of influence that are out there. You can also check social media and find out who has a huge following within your particular industry. There are various ways to go about this depending on what social media platforms that you use, but you definitely should check Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. Of course, you may be able to find out who the niche influencers are within your industry that are also on Snapchat. You should definitely learn from other brands on Snapchat. There are several ways to do this, but with the platform constantly evolving and with new marketing ideas coming up all the time, it can be a little time-consuming to keep up with everything. However, you do want to make an effort to try to figure out what other companies are doing, particularly the biggest companies, because those are going to be the easiest ones to find and will save you a little time. Figure out what other brands did and then come up with methods that work just as well. So, let's come up with some ways that you can find out what other brands are up to and learn from them. And the first thing is news articles. Now, if you follow marketing news, you're definitely going to find people talking about Snapchat. With 2 million active users per month, there are a lot of people with their eye on this particular application, so you want to see where it's going, particularly since the company refused Facebook's offer. So if you look at the marketing news websites where you set up your news search for Snapchat, you should find some great information on what some of the major brands are up to when it comes to Snapchat. Another thing that you can do is ask other people that you know who are in the industry. Regular communication with professionals like yourself that are within the same industry that you are in will allow you to share a great deal of information with each other that you might not have had on your own. People that are within your own industry are easy to find, and unless they are a direct competitor, they probably were going to be happy to discuss their methods. And you can follow marketing blogs that are all about the trends. Find some great marketing blogs that have good information and then sign up to get regular updates or an RSS feed from them. Bloggers will do quite a bit of research regularly, and so they may be able to get information before you can on some of the trends that are going on in Snapchat. You can use Google to find bloggers who concentrate particularly on Snapchat and the marketing that goes with it.